Interesting one to watch out for, because the Congress believe they can retake a little bit of, went towards Jagan Mohan Reddy. I've got a lot of my colleagues joining us from Andhra and Telangana, but as we are showing you on our pictures, this is G. Kishan Reddy. He's the BJP Telangana state in charge and Secunderabad candidate. Very key constituency for him, wanting to retain that from last time around. He went to the polling booth, and this is, I think, Madhavi Latha. Now, Madhavi Latha is, of course, that firebrand, out of the blue candidate of the BJP that came from nowhere and was pitted against Asaduddin Owaisi in the high-profile Hyderabad seat from Telangana as well. She's, of course, made a lot of waves, but demographically, if it's going to be possible for her to upseat the Owaisis in Hyderabad, is the big question. That's G. Kishan Reddy one more time. He, of course, has the added headache, apart from retaining his Secunderabad nearby seat, the added headache of having to boost the BJP's numbers in Telangana. I spoke to him on the campaign trail, and the BJP is talking anywhere in the region of 8 to 10 seats. They won 4 in Telangana last time around. They want to at least double that. 8 would be good for them. If things go a little bit more their way, they're hoping they could get 10. But interestingly, Rahul, it's also the Congress that is hoping to get a little bit of the BRS chunk from last time around and get 9 to 10 seats as well. So they're thinking that this could be 8-6-2, in the sense you could divide it like that. Well, as far as the 17 BJP, seats are concerned.
The BJP, at least at the Lok Sabha level, has been on the ascendant in Telangana. But there is a state election that is also complicating and clouding the pictures. Just about 6 months back, the Congress really won a very, very emphatic win in Telangana. So it is hoping that it continues down that path, consolidates the and let's be very clear about this, the anti-BRS vote. The BRS is the one that has a floating vote. It's hoping to capture most of it, but the BJP is also hoping to pick up the floating BRS. So it's very interesting, because Telangana, if you look at Telangana where it is today, and you look at where the BJP was in Bengal about 10 years back, it's almost a mirror image. So when you talk about vote shares, today the BJP is in Telangana where it was in 2014 in Bengal, and you saw the left vote completely moving. It's an absolutely complete, almost vote-to-vote shift in Bengal of the left vote for the BJP.
Whether it happens with the BRS,
the BRS is the million-dollar question for the Bharatiya Janata Party. The BRS is the floating vote. Obviously, we've seen Ms. Latha basically hog the headlines, but let me tell you that it will be tough for her to do what Sadhvi Pragya did in Bhopal against Digvijay Singh. This is really...
Or what Smriti Irani did.
Well, that's a different... Because, they are both...
It was a bastion of the sorts.
Yeah, but
and this is a bastion for the Owaisi since 1980.
Hindutva is not the overplay. Yeah. Smriti Irani made her election really about the Gandhi's failure to deliver. Here, she is breaking out as the Sadhvi Pragya of the last election, making a large number of statements that have captured the headlines for slightly controversial reasons.
Her pitch too in Hyderabad, because I witnessed both of their contests, her pitch too is about how the Owaisis have been in power as the MP and at corporator or other levels in Hyderabad since 1984, since Owaisi's father was the multiple-time MP. He's been a 4-time sitting MP, contesting for the 5th time. What have you done for old Hyderabad?
Yeah, but remember,
is the pitch in
the
Hyderabad
MIM vote is not going to come to the BJP.
That's their pitch.
So the idea is to polarize there, and she's done a very good job of tactically polarizing that election. Now, whether it works in consolidating the Hindu vote is, of course, a million-dollar question, but demographics are also against her there.
Absolutely. The demographics are absolutely against her, plus the voting percentages in some of these seats like Hyderabad, Secunderabad, the 4 seats in Hyderabad and Greater Hyderabad are actually quite abysmal. So that will also be a challenge for the BJP that may not have its best machinery, unlike in Uttar Pradesh, to get its voter, or the voter that may be conducive to it, to come out and vote. But on this seat,
there is also the complication with the BRS.
Yeah.
Okay. The BRS, obviously on the face of it, and there's the Congress, so there are secular votes, so-called secular votes, which can be cracked here. So
All right,
As I'm
let's
saying,
go across.
it depends on the consolidation.
Yeah, it depends on a lot of factors. Purnima, my colleague, is actually joining us from Hyderabad, where Madhavi Latha is. Swastika Das is also reporting from Hyderabad. Many key constituencies to watch out for. Purnima, what's happening there? What's the buzz like in Hyderabad?
In fact, we are coming to you from a polling booth in Hyderabad where Madhavi Latha is casting her vote. Remember, initially there was some confusion. There are two booths inside, and she was in fact waiting for at least 5 minutes to choose one of the booths because there was some confusion here. Finally, as you can see on the screen, she's casting her vote. Hyderabad is going to be an interesting battle because it's always been an AI-MIM bastion, and this time around, Madhavi Latha, the first woman candidate that the BJP has fielded from Hyderabad, is also giving a tough fight. So quite an interesting battle as far as Hyderabad constituency is concerned, and we'll try and get you a reaction from Madhavi Latha after she casts her vote. But she is an interesting candidate that the BJP has decided to field, and all the heavyweights, all the star campaigners of the BJP from Prime Minister Narendra Modi had campaigned for her, and she's quite confident that this time around, especially the first time voters will come forward and cast votes. And remember, this has been an AI-MIM bastion for the last 4 decades, and it's going to be an interesting constituency to watch out for as far as Lok Sabha elections are concerned.
Yes, Swastika has also been tracking, of course, all the buzz and the build-up. Madhavi Latha has hogged a lot of the headlines, what the results will be. Maybe not too much contention on that, but who knows, stranger things have happened, Swastika, in electoral politics as they happen in sports. But tell me, what's the buzz like in Hyderabad and, the fortunes that these elections are going to decide as far as Telangana is concerned?
Oh, well, absolutely. In fact, we're waiting for Asaduddin Owaisi to come here to cast his vote, particularly the Hyderabad constituency. It has been with the MIM for the last 40 years, since 1984. Asaduddin Owaisi himself has been a representative of this constituency since 2004. And it's almost, if you have been on the ground, we've done extensive reports. The majority factor here is the Muslims. And as far as the Muslim core vote bank is concerned, that's with the MIM. If at all there is a shift towards Madhavi Latha, even in terms of an increase in vote percentage, that definitely would in fact signal a lot of things on the fact that the Muslims are also perhaps looking at the BJP Muslims of Hyderabad per se. But it's going to be a neck-and-neck fight as far as Hyderabad constituency is concerned. Overall, yes, if you're looking at the BJP, they are willing to expand at the cost of the BRS and also banking on some factor from the Congress. But it's largely the BRS's floating vote at the cost of which the BJP is willing to expand. And as you rightly pointed out in your analysis, for the BJP, from 4 seats in 2019 to at least 10 seats, as that's what they've been targeting. If they manage to do that, then that is going to be a big dent that the party will be able to make as far as South is concerned, because after Karnataka, their next big focus is on Telangana.
Yes. Lots to gain for the BJP, at least they contend from Telangana and Andhra, perhaps more in